Alright everybody, this is a lesson on Smoke on the Water. It's been done many times, but this is Smoke on the Water the Matt way. If you don't have your guitar, pause the video, go grab your guitar, get it in tune, because we're actually going to jam this out. I'm going to teach you how to play this easy version that I like to teach that goes in a loop, and you're going to play it with me. So get your guitar ready and in tune, and then come back to me. So if you're ready, let's get right into it. If you want, you could download the sheet music that I provided in the description. I will be referring to that from time to time, but I'm also going to show you how to do stuff. So the first thing that you have to do is find your D string, and here's the pattern. On the D string, using one finger and only the D string, I want you to play open, 3rd fret, 5th fret. So you're going to do that now, open, 3rd fret, 5th fret. If you need a moment, don't forget you can always pause the video and come back to me because I'm going to fly through this. Now we're going to go open, 3, 6, 5. That's the fun part. So we went open, 3, 5. Now we're going open, 3, 6, 5. So once again, pause if you need a minute to get that. Finally, we're going to do open, 3, 5, 3, 0. And that, my friends, is your Smoke on the Water riff. Open, 3, 5. Open, 3, 6, 5. Open, 3, 5. 3, 0. If you want to make it a little bit more advanced and more like the real song, you should play 2 strings. You should play the D string and the G string at the very same time. What I want you to do is swipe those 2 strings so they play together, but you don't accidentally hit any other ones nearby. You do the exact same riff, but you gotta flatten that first finger out so that it presses down both strings at the same time on all the very same frets. So now, using 2 strings, it would sound and look like this. Open, 3, 5. Open, 3, 6, 5. Open, 3, 5, 3, 0. Now, I should mention, if you have trouble with reading tab, or just getting started, go check out my Patreon page. I'm gonna give you step-by-step lessons from the ground up, from buying your first guitar all the way up to advanced stuff. Every Monday I'm doing that, and I've just started it, so there's only a few videos there. Anyway, back to the lesson. So now we're gonna play that together. I'm gonna play the bass part and that part so you can keep up with me. Let's play together, very slow. 1, 2, 3. Here we go now. Keep up with me. Okay, if you got lost, do it again. Here we go. Right now, now. I'm gonna do this a few times. Play with me. Okay, here we go again. Ready? We're doing it one more time after this. One more time. Alright, if you had trouble keeping up, no worries. It's pretty hard to keep up with me. I've done this in person with many students. It's not easy to keep up. Lots of people can't do it. If you can't, pause the video, rewind, try again, keep doing that. Slow the video down, go down to 75%, whatever you need to do to keep up, and then build it back up to 100%. So now we're gonna go on to the next part of the song. This is the verse, and this is the part of the song that tells the story of Smoke on the Water. Now, I didn't know what Smoke on the Water was about before I started learning the lyrics, and then I started to get it when I read that first verse. So we're gonna go over the way that I play the verse, and then we're gonna talk about the story of Smoke on the Water real briefly. So what you have to do, find your 3rd fret on the low E string. That's a G note. We're gonna play that twice and stop it. If you want, you can make a little slapping sound with the side of your hand, like this. So you can go. Now we're just gonna riff on that for a bit. So join me on that G note. If you know how to do power chords, make it a power chord. If you don't, well, you're gonna want to join my Patreon page because I'm gonna get to that pretty soon. Not there yet, but we'll get there. Okay, so just do that for a bit. Now occasionally, we're gonna move down, same string to the first fret, like this. And I will warn you whenever it's time to do it. So we're gonna start now. We're gonna go G, play with me. Keep going. We're gonna stick with it. Twice more, one more, here we go. Down to the first fret, F, and back, come back up. So now if I count it, I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, down, 6, up, 7, 8. Here we go again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, down, 6, up, 7, 8. So that's how the verse goes together. Play it with me. Watch for when I warn you to move to the first fret. I'll sing it and we'll play it together. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're just gonna do an intro first. Okay, down to 1 and back up. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna sing now. Ready? We all came down to Montreux on the Lake Geneva shoreline. Forgot to warn you there. Here we go. To make records with the mobile. Down. We didn't have much time. Frank Zappa and the Mothers were at the best place around. But some stupid with the flare gun burned the place to the ground. Okay, so it says we all went down to Montreux on the Lake Geneva shoreline. So they're on the shoreline of Lake Geneva to make records in a mobile. We didn't have much time because they're making records on the road in a mobile recording truck or something like that. Frank Zappa, awesome band. If you don't know them, you should check them out. Frank Zappa and the Mothers were at the best place in town. But some stupid with a flare gun burned the place to the ground. And that's why there was smoke on the water, because there was a fire by the Lake Geneva. So that's the story of Smoke on the Water there in the first verse, and we didn't even see it. So let's try that together one more time, and then I'll show you the chorus. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. We all came down to Montreux on the Lake Geneva shoreline to make records with the mobile. Now, we didn't have much time. Frank Zappa and the Mothers were at the best place around. But some stupid with a flare gun burned the place to the ground. And then we get to this part, we're gonna go smoke on the water and fire in the sky. Smoke on the water. And then we're back to okay, so let's do that chorus. The chorus is very short, very easy, but there's one weird part in it that I'll show you in a second. First thing, we're gonna find the note C. It's on the 3rd fret on your A string. You can use one finger, and if you know how to do a power chord, you can do a power chord. And this goes for everything in this section, but I'm gonna do it with one finger. So we're doing the 3rd fret, the note C on the A string, and we're gonna go smoke with your middle finger. Do the 4th fret, if you're doing one finger, by the way. 4th fret on the low E string, on the water. Power chords would be smoke, and then you move your 1st finger on the water. But if you're doing one finger, 3rd fret on the A string, 4th fret on the E string, and then what I do is I play the G. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, that was 8 beats. On 7, I went down to the 1st fret, and I came back on 8 to the 3. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna miss 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that second measure, I'm gonna miss 1. I'm gonna hit 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now what I'm gonna do is that whole pattern a few times. You wanna try to follow me, and once again, you can always rewind, pause, whatever you wanna do. But we're gonna play that together a few times. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here we go again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I can't stress this enough. This is hard if you're doing this for the first time and you're having trouble. Don't get discouraged. Just come back, do it again, slow down the video to 75%. Whatever you need to do, practice it on your own, come back. You will get it, and then you can come back and jam with me. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go smoke on the water. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we're gonna go smoke on the water again, and then you stop. So let's do that again. Nice and slow. Smoke on the water first, 3rd fret. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Smoke on the water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Smoke on the water. Yeah. Ooh, that's hard on the voice at a slow tempo. Let's do that one more time, and then we're gonna learn how to put it all together. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Smoke on the water and fire in the sky. Smoke on the water. If you know the riff, the main riff, here we go. Boom, 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 da da, dum, da 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 da. So, here's how it goes. You start with that intro riff. If you need to review it, just head on back. You can take this video in pieces. It's totally fine. We've been doing like 13 minutes or so now. So that's a pretty long practice session for a beginner. If you need to take a break, go ahead. If you've been pausing, it's probably been like half an hour with you. So, anyway, this is how you put it together. You start with the opening riff. We're going to do it a few times. I'll warn you when we're going to go into the verse. We're going to do the came down to Montreux part. You know, I think that happens like 4 times. I'll give you a heads up when we go into the chorus. Smoke on the water, and then and fire in the sky. And then again, smoke on the water. And then we get back into bum, 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 bum. Okay, here we go. We're gonna run the whole thing. Come back and jam with me again later. But here we go, one time through. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Nice and slow. Okay, here we go. Verse, ready? We all came down to Montreux on the Lake Geneva shoreline to make records with the mobile. We didn't have much time. Frank Zappa and the Mothers were at the best place around. But some stupid with the flare gun burn the place to the ground. Smoke on the water, here we go now. Smoke on the water and fire in the sky. Smoke on the water and intro. Yeah. There we go, first time through. I did make a little oopsie there. I was, you know, when I did the Empire in the Sky, I forgot to go back down to 1. So if you heard that, don't worry, that was my mistake. Now we're gonna do it a little bit faster. If you're ready for this, join in. If not, come back another time. Here we go, full speed. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ready? We all came down to Montreux on the Lake Geneva shoreline to make records with the mobile. We didn't have much time. Frank Zappa and the Mothers were at the best place around. Some stupid with the flat gun burn the place to the ground. Ready? Here we go. Smoke on the water. Smoke on the water now and fire in the sky. Smoke on the water. Intro now. One more. And that is the Matt way of learning Smoke on the Water. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, join my Patreon page. It's still in its early stages at the time of the making of this video. But join me. I'm working on it. It's going to be awesome. And I'll see you there. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed.